Good morning, Guardians. The Hijabi Gamer here. It is Friday. I almost forgot to make this video because I thought it was Thursday. Things were just crazy. Things got thrown out of whack schedule-wise, so I could not believe it is actually Friday. Zur is here, but as you can see, we are not in the tower. We are in the reef. So, yes, it does happen every now and then. Zur does appear at the reef. Just the usual reminder, this is Destiny 1. Which means he arrives on... Minnie, what are you doing? Minnie? Zur arrives at 5 a.m. on Fridays, Eastern Standard Time, and he departs on Sunday at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Minnie, what are you doing? You have 48 hours to locate Zur and pick up what he's carrying. And he's got some okay stuff, and I have no idea what Minnie is doing. She's probably playing with something and knocking against it. So that little metal sound, that was Minnie. I don't know what she was doing. Anyway, when Zur is in the reef, he's in one location and one location only. It's not like the tower. Is it true in Destiny 2 Zur now only goes to one place? Because I remember he used to go all over the solar system. It was pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know what she's doing. Anyway, he's right over here. He's always over here. There's a dead ghost here. If you're looking for all the dead ghosts, there's a dead ghost here. I already have it, so it's not going to show up for me because I picked up all the dead ghosts. Dead ghosts give you grimoire score, so you want to pick them up. Anyway, he's right over here. And no, just to be clear from the beginning, I have not pre-ordered Edge of Fate, okay? Anyway, oh, we really got some good stuff. If you're a hunter main, we got some good stuff. Anyway, let's start with the weapons. We got Bad Juju and Hoodoo, a.k.a. the Super Mario gun. So Bad Juju and Hoodoo. This is Hoodoo, right? Tell me if I'm wrong, but does that not look like the turtle from Super Mario Brothers? The skeleton turtle. Like, if you watch the Super Mario Brother movie when Luigi shows up, yeah, that looks like one of those skeleton turtles from Super Mario Brothers, all right? And the games, I mean, I'm not talking just the movie, but in case you haven't, yeah, even in the movie, there's one of those skeleton turtles, and that looks like a skeleton turtle. That's why I call this the Super Mario gun, and we all know Super Mario would be a hunter, because he's known for his jumping. So come on, the dude has a triple jump, all right? He's one of us. I'm sorry, Warlocks and Titans, we get Super Mario, all right? You can have you know what? Princess Peach with her float is definitely a warlock. Now, and you know what? Just for that, I guess we're gonna have to make Luigi a Titan by default. Okay? But Mario is definitely a hunter. All right. Now, what makes Bad Juju one of those awesome guns that you definitely need to pick up? If you don't have it, you need it. It's one of those exotics that, yeah. Okay, first off, it's full auto. It's a pulse rifle that goes in full auto, all right? Is anybody surprised? It's like every exotic pulse rifle goes full auto, all right? That seems to be like the default, where they're like, we can't figure out what other trait we should give this gun, so let's make it full auto. Shotgun, okay, let's make it full auto. Minnie, what are you doing? Minnie? You know, pulse rifle, exotic, I guess we'll make it full auto, all right? So anyway, string of curses. After each kill, this weapon will reload instantly. So no reloading, it'll do it for you. And increase damage for a short time. Kills will help charge your super. So that's basically what this gun is primarily known for. It's not known for the reloading, it's not for the increased damage, it's known for the super. So it will help charge your super. Now, again, I'm tired of the whole lack of detail in it, but... because, you know, look, I haven't even played Warframe for the last month because I've been busy working my way through platinum trophies. Just got the Tiny Tita's platinum trophy. Maybe I should review it. That game is bad. Anyway, but that's mainly what people think of when they think Bad Juju. It's like, oh yeah, you need to reload your super fast. Go for Bad Juju. The reload will reload instantly. Yeah, someone who hates reloading. I love it. And increased damage, but that's what it's known for. Second, it's known for being Super Mario Turtles, okay? Let's make that a thing, Super Mario Turtles, okay? It's a Super Mario gun. It's Mario's gun, okay? Mario. I should share it with... I know someone actually works for Nintendo. I should send him a picture of this and ask him what he thinks. Telesto and Queen's Command, all right? Telesto is actually another one of those good ones. All right, Queen's Command is the boring ornament. Let's just be clear, all right? Excuse me. Queen's Command is the boring ornament. I will say it. This is the cool one, Lingering Vestige. Lingering Vestige looks awesome, okay? Flat out looks awesome, all right? This is Queen's Command. It's purple. purple. That's it. That's boring. But Telesto's a cool gun. Now, it does not go full auto because it's a fusion rifle. So that would be interesting. A fusion rifle that can go full auto. How would that work? I mean, let me know. I'm probably missing out on something in Destiny 2 where it's a fusion rifle that goes full auto, because I'm pretty sure there's no full auto fusion rifles in Destiny 1. In fact, I think we only have one heavy fusion rifle, and that is the Sleeper Simulant, which is an awesome gun. It definitely is. So, first off, we have, it's okay. Look, it's awesome, but at the same time, half its perks just aren't unless if you're by yourself, okay? So you have Unplanned Reprieve. Fusion projectiles attach and detonate with a delayed void blast, all right? So you shoot, you pause, you boom. That's what's cool about it. That's why it's cool. Is it really an exotic? I guess not. But I like anything with blast, okay? Void blast, arc blast, solar blast, you name it, blast, boom, okay? So it's got an explosion, all right? That's cool. Definitely cool, all right? Then you got Harbinger Spark. Multi-kills with this weapon spawn orbs for your allies. See, that's the important thing. Orbs, again, as I've said, every time it comes up, orbs are basically useless if you're by yourself, all right? It is not a solo thing. It is a fire party thing. You gotta go full fire party with this. But the blast makes it worth it. So, Telesto's cool. Everyone loves Telesto. Didn't it at one point, like, break Destiny 2? Let me know in the comments down below. It's been a while. It has actually been a while since I played Destiny 2. Anyway, next, let's start with the armor. Okay, first off, we got the Legacy Engram, same Legacy Engram. Oh, wait, there's one more gun. So Legacy Engram, yeah, not worth it unless you have a ridiculous amount of strange coins. Personally, I'm a big fan of heavy ammo since I will get heavy ammo since every single time if I don't need the rest of the stuff, okay? Legacy Engram, you'll probably get a year 1 item. If you do, you might get a year 1 that unlocks the year 2, but usually you're just going to get a year 1 one. All right, next we got Suros Regime. I like Suros Regime. At one point, I just went all in on Suros Regime, okay? So the reason I primarily liked Suros Regime was because of the rate of fire and impact. It's got a high rate of fire, but it also has a decent impact. You've got some of these, like, auto rifles in Destiny, right? Where they have, like, look at this. Look at that low, I mean, it's an exotic. It has other perks, all right? But it's got, like, yeah. It wasn't until I got Genesis Chain that I dumped Suros Regime, okay? So Suros Regime, I like the rate of fire and the impact, all right? This weapon causes kinetic damage. Obviously, Suros Legacy. The bottom half of each magazine deals bonus damage and has a chance to return health on kill. That does make a difference. It's not Red Death, all right? Let's just be clear. It's not Red Death. It's not really... If I were to guess, because I don't know when... I didn't start Destiny until The Taken King. Well, close to Rise of Iron. So if I were to guess, I would say this is an early exotic because it really doesn't feel exotic. It's like, oh, the bottom half of each magazine deals bonus damage. Well, if you're like me, you're constantly reloading. Anyway, so you never get to the bottom half of the magazine. But the return on health does make a difference. Not that much, but it does. Now, this is why I call that other... that machine gun, the Suros Regime heavy weapon, because you have these 2 perks. These are only, I think it's only on Suros Regime, comment down below. Spinning up, the longer this weapon is fired, the faster it fires, versus focused fire. When zoomed in, this weapon fires slower but causes additional damage. It also has increased range, okay? So, yeah, it's okay. It's not like... I really liked it because I just like the rate of fire. That's why I like Suros Regime, and that's why I immediately, once I picked up, this is one of the legendaries from Wrath of the Machine raid. Once I picked this up, that was it. On top of that, look at this, okay? Look at this. When zoomed, this weapon fires slower but causes additional damage. But it also has, where is it? I just saw it. When focus fire is active, precision kills cause the target to explode. Focused Firefly. So, in a way, this is kind of better than Suros Regime. Okay, we got the focus fire. And this, I mean, come on. This weapon does bonus damage against the Fallen because it's a Wrath of the Machine weapon. Bonus agility when this weapon is equipped. So this is actually a Wrath of the Machine gun. You could tell by the Siva, like right over here. See, that is Siva mark. Okay, you got it from the Wrath of the Machine raid. There were a couple of legendary weapons specifically from the Wrath of the Machine raid. That is a good raid, by the way. I'd love to do it again. Wrath of the Machine was a good raid, and yet somehow we have not seen it come back to Destiny 2. I wonder why. But then the fact that don't even get, I shouldn't even go into it because it's going to start getting me angry. But let's not forget that the Cosmodrome in Destiny 2 is pre-Rise of Iron. They don't even have the hole in the wall. No words. You could have used the Rise of the Machine, the Wrath of the Rise of Iron Cosmodrome, but you didn't. No, let's just toss Destiny 2's lore out the window and not care at all about the lore, because why should we care? Anyway, that aside, let's look at the armor because we got a good one. Let's start with the good one. All right, let's just go with it. Celestial Nighthawk. I am almost constantly equipping Celestial Nighthawk. All right, Celestial Nighthawk is piece of just I haven't seen this in a while. So the Celestial Nighthawk is for the hunters. Golden Gun fires one shot, delivering 6 times the damage while granting keyhole for overpenetration. So imagine you take all 3 shots from Golden Gun, you double that, so you have 6, and you combine it into a single shot. This is wonderful, especially if you're soloing stuff like Challenge of the Elders or, Night Falls. This is great because it's great to do damage against the boss, because you're by yourself, so you need to do more damage. So yeah, this is, especially when solar burn is in effect, this thing just melts enemies. All right. Excuse me. Celestial Nighthawk is also great for the Crota's End raid. Now, you need to get the timing right. It's been a while since I've done it, so I'm completely out of practice. But the Oversoul, you can Celestial Nighthawk that. So, you know how it could, wipe a fire team? I guess it's been years since I've done Crota's End. But if I recall exactly, because it was always my job, which is why when you ask me, how do you kill Crota? I have no clue how you kill Crota. I have no clue how you kill Crota, because my job was one thing and one thing only, and that was to deal with the Oversoul, because I was always the only hunter on the team with Celestial Nighthawk, and who knew the exact timing when you fired at the Oversoul. And you have to do it right, because if you don't, then the Oversoul comes back and you get 2 runs of the Oversoul, and keep in mind, your super hasn't charged up again, so it's a problem. So I used to get the timing perfect, where I would get the Oversoul and the Oversoul would not come back. But it's been a very long time, so do not expect me to get it. I'm going to have to watch videos and remind myself and practice getting it. I also used to be the one who would sometimes, it depends on the fire team, carry my team through the beginning, because I used to solo the beginning of Crota's End for fun. Now, keep in mind, again, this has been years since I did it, and when you're doing these things solo, you kind of time things, and you know exactly when enemies are coming at certain points, and what weapons to use against it, so you'll save your heavy ammo for the ogre that suddenly appears. But I completely forgot the whole pattern. You learn how to do it, and then, well, you go for years and you don't do it, so you forget the pattern. Anyway, this is Celestial Nighthawk. If you are a hunter main, you need it. Flat out, just forget everything else and pick up Celestial Nighthawk. This thing is just amazing, okay? It is in Destiny 2. It is. Oh, God, I can't remember. But this is 100% worth it. Pick it up. You need it, okay? If you are not a hunter main, I would still say pick up Celestial Nighthawk. First of all, it's been a while since we've seen it. I've been doing this every week. And second of all, because you never know, you might end up playing hunter, and this is one of those exotics that a hunter must have. Celestial Nighthawk, Don't Touch Me's, the Bones of Ao, but this one is at the top of the Golden Gun you must have, okay? Next for the Titans, so this is definitely at the top. This is going first place, uber exotic, you need it, okay? For the Titans, you have the Twilight Garrison, which if you press BB while airborne, evade. Okay, that's cool, don't get me wrong. It's cool for a Titan to have an evade like that. In fact, one of my favorite things from Destiny 2 was the Hunter's evade, because it would also reload your weapon. Yeah. I would always use that with my rocket launcher because rocket launchers were a pain in the butt to reload. So that's the one thing I do miss from Destiny 2 when I play Destiny 1. All right. So BB Wildlife, airborne to evade. Cool. Good one to have. All right. But definitely not Celestial Nighthawk amazingness. Okay. Finally, we have the Ophidian aspect for the Warlocks. Improved energy drain and weapons ready and reload very quickly. All right. That just sounds like a general, bunch of good perks. Okay. Honestly, I prefer the evade. So I'm going to go with Hunter, Titan, Warlock, because it just feels like, again, one of the hardest things to get used to with Destiny after you play a lot of Warframe is the lack of percentages, where it's like, oh, improved energy drain. How much of an improvement? Is it like a 1%, 2% trickle? Or is it a mega, triple the amount? So you look at it, you're like, it sounds decent, but how do I know? You have to have used it or know somebody who has used it. That's why I want comments. Comment. Let me know. Is the Ophidian aspect really that good? I do have a Warlock and a Titan that I'm playing on console. It's just been a while since I played Destiny because I've been on my next platinum is probably going to be Anthem before they take that down because I think I'm at 60%. And I'm trying to get the games that have a lot of platinums done first. But I'm also trying to go through the Borderlands series. Anyway, that's the order. As usual, the same usual curios. These are not worth it. They're just not worth it. All right. I did it once and regretted it. Wasted strange coins. Not worth it. I could have bought heavy ammo synths with those strange coins. You got the same materials, yada yada, same stuff. Comment down below. Answer my questions. Come on, people. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. And now I gotta go check and see what the little girl's been doing because I don't know what she's doing. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the tower.